It is very nice to greet you again. In today's video we will talk about the following. Getting back with your ex? According to therapists, this is what you need to know. What does it take to make a relationship work the second time around? We consulted several relationship and mental health experts to find out everything you need to do to make sure your relationship goes the distance. 1. First, try to understand why you broke up initially. Before you can move on, you really need to reflect on why you broke up in the first place and understand the issues that contributed to that breaking point. Consider why your situation would be different now. Have you worked on those issues? Are they still problems, and if so, how would you handle them differently now? Take some time to look at the bigger picture and understand what your relationship was like before and how you both have changed so you can head in the right direction together. Don't make decisions based solely on feelings, which will certainly fluctuate especially over time. 2. Make sure you're getting back together for the right reasons. Don't get back together if you're lonely or afraid you'll never find someone else. There were reasons your relationship didn't work out the first time, and something needs to change for it to work a second time. If you spent time apart, worked on yourselves, and learned to appreciate what you loved about the relationship, that's ideal. But it's too easy to idealize the relationship once you start missing your ex. It's important to be confident that each of you is coming back to the relationship for the right reasons and that the absence hasn't thrown up a different reality. 3. Don't expect everything to be perfect this time. Honestly speaking, there were probably some major issues that made you realize you weren't compatible the first time around. People can certainly change, but no one is perfect, and your renewed relationship won't be either. Unless the problem is one-dimensional, like someone was unemployed and is now employed, most situations don't just go away, and people don't change without making the effort to change. It's not realistic to just say, let's start over. That second honeymoon phase without working on the relationship will only last so long, so be prepared to be honest about what you want from your revived relationship. 4. Leave past dramas out of your new relationship. It can be tempting to use things your ex-partner once said in the heat of an argument against you. But if your renewed relationship is going to work, you can't punish each other for past mistakes. If you hold on to old traumas, dramas, and pains from the past, you leave no room for a new version of your relationship to happen. You'll never forget what happened. If you hold on so tightly to the past, it leaves no room for you to create something beautiful in your future. Think of it as removing invisible barriers between the two of you. 5. Don't be afraid to ask a professional for help. You may want to seek professional help to work through any unresolved resentment and create a new foundation of trust and security. Working with a couples counselor can be very beneficial. If you skip this process, you may miss a huge opportunity for you and your partner to grow and increase your communication skills, which is the foundation of a successful relationship. Quote. 6. Continue dating. It's easy to get back together and settle into a routine, but if you want your renewed relationship to succeed, it's important to keep dating. Your ex-partner may have changed significantly during that time apart, so don't assume you know everything about them. Stay curious and take the time to get to know them again. Life gets busy, but setting aside some time to give your partner your full attention is a critical element of a healthy relationship. 7. Make time for outside interests and friends. This is one of the best things you can do for yourself and to help create a space of your own outside of your relationship. Making your partner an important part of your world rather than your whole world goes a long way toward creating a healthy emotional balance in a relationship and avoiding codependency. Because time apart has helped the relationship, it could be something that will benefit the relationship on some level in the future. Ultimately, we are all responsible for taking control of our own emotions, and it is critical to understand that a partner cannot complete you. 8. When you start to fall into old habits, nip them in the bud as soon as possible. No matter how hard you try, chances are that you or your partner will eventually fall into some of the old habits that led to conflict in your relationship the first time around. It's not a question of if you're going to fall into old habits, but when. As soon as you see this happening, it's tempting to hide it away and not want to deal with it for fear of losing the relationship again. You need to deal with it. It's important to acknowledge what's happening and stay calm. You are an essential part of what we do on this channel. For this reason, we keep an eye on what you need, And if it is your desire to recover your ex correctly and effectively, you must click on the link below.